All right, we're going to put the radiator together. I've already cleaned this, sandblasted, and sandblasted. Well, we started on the radiator, getting it tore apart, and kind of the radiator bolts some of them wanted to go away. Got some mud daubers nests that were living there. You see there's ample amount of filth that came out of the radiator. Here's our side pieces. Yeah, that's what happens when you run straight water in a radiator. Kind of icky. Oh well. And we have a few things to take care of here and here and here. Those bolts wanted to not come out. Surprisingly, there was a lot of them that did. But here's the radiator core. It doesn't have any blemishes in it as far as you know, being damaged. No solder marks in there, but I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a light underneath this thing, and just every once in a great while you will see just a glimmer of light through that. So got it on the milk crate there with the light underneath it. Yep, pretty well stopped up. That's the reason why a lot of the old timers would take the shutters off, because those shutters would trap dirt in there and they stop it up, especially when they were using a corn picker or something like that in the fall. All that chaff will just stop the radiator up right now. So, but anyway, we'll take a garden hose to this and clean it up the best we can, and we'll bring you back when it's done. Ah. Yuck. All right, we're going to put the radiator together. I've already cleaned this, sandblasted, and sandblasted this thing, and sandblasted it some more. And we went ahead and cleaned, got all that rust that was living in these tanks where it had water in it all these years. It just, corrosion, just, the bottom tank is the worst, because it literally had these great big divots in the cast iron where it had just over the years just ate it away. So anyway, we made a gasket, and I'm not a real big fan of, you know, the silicone sealer, but in this case I feel this is the right thing to use, because we're filling in a bunch of rust pits and stuff on this cast piece. You can't see that because I got the gasket in here already. And then on top, this sheet brass piece is not exactly flat. You see where I cleaned out the radiator core, got all the tubes in there cleaned out good. It really wasn't too stopped up, but these pieces here, the side pieces, they just slide in here. we got it all ready to go together. So the first thing you do after you get everything cleaned up is put your 2 cast iron side pieces on. Make sure to get them orientated to where they will go on properly. Then there's these metal strips that go here and here. Like that. On these, I got some new hardware. I didn't think it was that big of a deal to have the original hardware, because on this is the this side, this is the fan. The fan shroud will be held on by these 3 bolts here. So we're gonna, I went ahead and started them because I was thinking, well, maybe not be able to get them in there once you get the get this all together. But after we looked it over, you can. All right, there's some, these are some bolts that go in here into these side pieces, and they just thread in there like that. I've chased all the threads with a tap, so it should go together relatively smoothly. Cross our fingers, right, Paul? Right. And a lot of these aftermarket gaskets they have a cork gasket for the radiator tanks, and that may be the thing to use. I'm not for sure. I just made my gasket out of some regular paper and siliconed it. I did this on the couple of different other tractors I did and had favorable results, so I didn't want to change my means up right. I know what's worked for me in the past, so we're just going to keep going that route. And I know this will probably squirt out a little bit, and I can get in, so there's big enough holes in here that I could get in here, and I didn't just put a whole bunch in here. And it's not you know, a whole bunch. Let me through here and got some new grade 8 hardware for this. I like to build these radiators kind of upside down because the bottom tanks of these are like a triangle, and they're very difficult to steady on a block or anything. All right, these bolts here are what holds these side irons in here, and they have square-headed bolts. So right here is where the shutters are going to be. So you wouldn't even see that they're square-headed bolts. So we'll use a regular bolt in one of these because I only was able to keep 5 of the 6 that's required. So yeah, that one met an unfortunate end. So what we want to do, we want to start with the center bolt on the radiator. Get it tight. And you don't have to just absolutely kill these things. Like I said, we're battling corrosion on this one, something awful. When you go over here on the other side, and you basically do the same thing. So we got these here. Then we're going to go to these guys here. And these are the ones that sandwich this cast iron side piece to the tank, kind of sandwich the brass plate, and we're going to do the same thing on this other side on the same bolts. Then there's 2 bolts on the sides that come in from the top. All right, we're going to lay it down. Now this one here, this tank's pretty corroded on this lip here and on both sides, and that's probably the biggest gap on that has no bolts. So of course they got some nice big bolts, which means that they can be tightened down, and as you can see the my awful silicone squishing up there. But that means that I know that there was enough in there to fill the what voids it had. Hopefully we won't have to worry about it leaking. There's the top tank. You can see here on this bottom tank, it has some definite spots where the corrosion has got into the sealing surface, and why I would want to use silicone. Alright, we're going to place this on the already started radiator core, and we'll start these large bolts here because, well, it probably won't just go right together, because these side panels can move some, and we want to get these, we don't want them tight, but we do want them more or less indexed. Alright, you start working on those. Don't flop it over. Next we'll put these are the square-headed bolts, and they will go from the bottom up this way. Those aren't wanting to go in. So we gotta figure out why this isn't working. So we got these started in there, all 4 of these, and we got these started in here. Sometimes, like these, since this was connected to this side of the core, they didn't quite line up perfectly with the holes that's in the brass core. So I kind of had to, shift it around to get it in there, and I couldn't do that and be on the camera at the same time. Took all hands on deck. So we put in new, on this part here, it has bolts that go through, and it has a bar, and it has nuts that tighten up this way. And I don't really know why they did it this way. I mean, kind of glad they did, because it definitely makes it, if you break them when they come off, they just fall out. The rest of it, the whole rest of the radiator has threaded bolts, and believe it or not, we only broke, what, 4 bolts taking this thing apart? Yeah. That's just crazy. So anyways, just like we did on the bottom, or the top, sorry. I like to start with the center bolt. And these are close enough to the tank to where it's machined to where they will the tank will not let the bolt. It captures the bolt head, because it had regular bolts in it and it had square nuts on here. And I was like, oh, they probably got square nuts on there, so you know they won't turn. Well, actually, they couldn't put this. I couldn't put the square ones on there because they were too big and would hit the radiator tank. So they had hexagonal machine screws, you know, with I guess this is the technical name for a bolt, a machine screw. But yeah, they didn't leave very much room for the guys that cast these. Oh boy, we're gonna have dog attack here. Oh, there's a deer in the field. Alright, so anyway, we'll go over there to the other side and tighten that bunch up. They have a silicone around this water jacket here. They didn't want that thing to fall off, did they? Nope.